Yeah, man. But with this project, man, they say when life give you lemons, make lemonade. And this whole health piece has been an up and down roller coaster for me. It's been a lot of challenges, a lot of adversity, and that's where your support system really comes into place and becomes really important. So having strong people around me, like Sick, other brothers that I talk to, No ID, and just different brothers that are around, they help keep me focused. And with life and with adversity comes growth if you receive it properly. We were raised that there's no such thing as problems. I mean, there's no such thing as failure. You know, it's only wins and learning experiences. So this piece has taught me a different level of gratitude, a different level of focus, and a different outlook on life. So as far as being vulnerable, that's all I know how to do now. Is just really just express how I feel and what's on my heart and mind. And we just did this project. We added the minister to the project. Is really the lifestyle of a person going through quarantine. So it opens up with me and Sick talking, Sick saying, hey, listen to the message. And then you hear the sound bite from the minister. And then it goes into God bless. After the minister says this quarantine is a time for us to separate from the world so that God can work on us. So we opened it up with God bless because that record was a very vulnerable record. It was created when I was actually having an anxiety attack. And it's just unadulterated honesty of me being in my home alone by myself during this time. It was just honestly a testimony of how I feel. From the voicemails and everything, it's really just, if you following it, it's about the lifestyle of someone who's attempting to utilize the time under quarantine wisely to really grow his or herself. That's really what the project is about. Making the transition from, even on some of the voicemails, some of my brothers still refer to me as Twone Gabz and things of that nature because that's what they know. But for me, this journey that God has put me on with my health and just spiritually as it relates to overcoming that. And I sat in council with Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan a couple of times and speaking to him. So for me, with a new outlook on life, it was important for me. Like you said, when you hear this project, you heard growth and maturity. So it was important for me to reflect that or represent that with the overall branding of it. So I just use my name, my initials, A.M. on my name, and Antoine Muhammad, because I felt like through this piece, I have a new way of thinking. I've been blessed with an entirely different mind, an entirely different body. Like, man, I was 100 pounds heavier. Town Gabz weighed 100 pounds more than me. And everything was just so different. It was important for me to just start fresh and new. So we came with AM. What's interesting about that is when I was in my first battle, I had a nervous breakdown in my bathroom. I went praying and I was praying. I couldn't even get my prayer out. I just started crying, kept saying to God, I'm sorry. I'll do better. And I said, whatever you want me to do, if it's not music, just show me what you want me to do. I didn't know what else to do in my life at that time. And I was just giving up and saying, God, whatever you want me to do, I'll do that. And what's coincidental was that same morning, Chris called me. And I answered the phone. He kept saying, sun's shining, brother, make me want to move. And I'm like, coincidentally, the sun was shining that day. So I was like, yeah, the sun is shining. I feel good. But he kept saying the shit over and over, sun's shining, brother, make me want to move. And I'm like, bro, why you keep saying that shit? He was like, oh, you must not have checked your email. So I checked the email, and I guess while I was asleep, Chris and No ID was on the phone, and Chris had asked Dion to send him a beat for me to rap on. And when I looked at the beat, it was called Here I Am, but AM was capital A.M. Now, what was ill about that is Dion had no clue that I started calling myself AM. You know what I'm saying? But that's how the beat was spelled. So I just looked at that as a sign that in some way, regardless of what I do, I got to keep the music going.